all right. This is the David Washington Show. And that was the David Washington Show intro. Hey, it's good to be back. We're out on the balcony of Washington Manor South in Central Florida. It's a beautiful evening. I've got my drink here, a little lemonade, tasting really good. This is the David Washington Show, and we are your political innovators here at J in Washington LLC Political Consultants. And what is a political innovator? Hey, what we do is bring the best people with the best ideas representing their communities, put together effective winning strategies to win. That's what we do. We look at a political campaign, its marketing, its branding, its messaging, its strategy as a system within a startup business. And we approach it that way. We have models that we follow to have a winning strategy. The more you follow the strategy, the more likely you're going to win. So saying that, let's go. Let's go. Ed Blum. Ed Blum. Ed Blum. I've been wanting to talk about this particular issue again for 3 weeks now, and there's been so much going on. I finally had opportunity to bring this forward. And if you don't know Ed Blum is a gentleman who is behind the American Alliance for Equal Rights. And the American Alliance was instrumental in ending affirmative action in America, in particular to the Harvard and University of North Carolina's diversity programs, their affirmative action programs, to bring more diversity to their enrollment. It was the Supreme Court decision that his alliance for, or his American Alliance for Equal Rights, had the case before them that ended affirmative action as we know it. And after those wins, he went after the Naval Academy. They ended their efforts. And now he's gone further. He's gone after law firms. He's gone after venture capitalists. This man is on a run, and we are seeing the dismantling of diversity protections for not only organizations, public organizations, and private organizations, but also the people who benefit for them. In regards to this particular instance, and I'll read from above transition to becoming available to all qualified several law firms in their inclusion affirmative action policies. Against diversity fellowship programs at Fox Rothschild and got Blum goes further. It's all qualified law students. The Alliance has already filed suit against Morrison Foerster and Perkins Coie, which both revised their DEI fellowships to remove race as a factor, leading to lawsuits being dropped. This man is effective. His organizations, Students for Fair Admissions, is another one of his organizations or something to that effect. Blum has also targeted Winston and Strawn, Hunton and Andrews and Kurth, and Adams and Reese, threatening litigation over their diversity programs. While Adams and Reese decided to do away with this program, Wilson and Hunton are ready to fight for their diversity initiatives. The man's doing the work. The man is doing the work, just like Leonard Leo, who has almost single handedly, hyperbole, has changed the makeup of the U.S. Supreme Court. As co chair of the Federalist Society, it has been his life's work, it seems, to make the Supreme Court more conservative in nature. And with a 6-3 majority, Leonard Leo has succeeded. Ed Blum is succeeding. Despite polls saying that America is more in the middle, many of its institutions are becoming more conservative or removing more programs or areas of thought that have been liberal. These men have served their agenda well. And I wonder, where's the liberal Leonard Leos and Ed Blums trying to keep liberal causes strong, strengthen them, keep the Supreme Court from further eroding. Maybe this is the truest nature of America. Maybe America is conservative and not towards the middle. The political soul of America is at stake here. And conservative leaders, organizations, Project 2025, look it up. They're going about the work. I think in the next 10 to 20 years, maybe even sooner, 2025, we're going to see a much different America. Ideology, I don't know. I think America is still being in the middle. However, many of its institutions are going to change or will be changed. I've talked about the right to individual privacy. We talked about a woman's right to reproductive health. The further eroding of the right to vote, access to the ballot. See, these are fascinating times. These are incredibly fascinating times. And 2024 is just around the corner, and it may sound like hyperbole, but everything is at stake in these elections. Educate yourselves. If there's anything you can do in regards to your civic duty, and yes, we all have a civic duty in this representative democracy, and that's to vote. Know your candidates. KYP, look them up. Know your candidates. Know your politicians. Know what's on your ballot initiatives, judicial races. There are concerted efforts to change the judicial system. Here in Florida, Governor DeSantis is making strong efforts to change the judicial landscape. These are fascinating times. There's no doubt about it. I find it very fascinating what's going on here in Florida and also in our nation. And yeah, I just want to see a good fight. And I tip my hat to the Edward Blums and the Leonard Leo's, they have been steadfast in their relentless, tireless achievement in changing what we thought, what I thought were systems that will be in place for years and years and years to come. Unfettered, unchallenged law, policies. Nothing's sacred anymore. Everything's up for grabs. Roe v. Wade, very good example. Politics is fascinating. There's a lot of work ahead, but do your homework. Educate yourselves. And yes, you can't trust traditional media anymore. You really have to take that time. And it's worth it. It really is. It's really worth it to educate yourself on the people who represent us in government. Because government is for the people and by the people. And don't let someone else determine your future. Don't let someone determine what type of life you and your family, your children, will have, the America that they'll grow up in. Engage, educate. Let's get out of our houses, get from behind our laptops and our mobile devices, and relations with one another. I love what I do. I love politics. We're always looking for the best candidates to represent the best ideas from their community. And there's really good people out there who do want to represent their communities, the best interests of their communities, and bring forth the kitchen table issues that matter to you, that matter to their communities. And we need to encourage that. And we need to encourage to help others who are our electeds, who are not working in our best interests, to move on, out of politics, and not just to another role in politics, moving up that ladder, but to move on. Let the new individuals to politics come and serve their country. There's more than one way of serving your country, and one of them is, running for office. Let the new breed of politicians come and represent their communities. It's a lot at stake, and it's fascinating what I see happening. And some of this is predictable. It's hard to believe that we're looking at 2024 just around the corner, and our choices for president are not that exciting. But what really matters the most is who we elect as our county commissioner, as our state attorney, as our city council person, as our supervisor of elections, as our city clerk, county clerk. Those elections matter the most than president. So keep your eye on the ball. Stay focused. Focus on, this is a good starting point, focus on your kitchen table issues. Sorry about that. Kick the table there. And then if you need a little help with your ballot, a little advice, don't hesitate to drop us a line in the comment section. I've helped other people in the past, you know, educate them on this candidate or that candidate. But please, if you like what you see, like what you hear, comment and like our show and the rest of our content. Every Thursday, your political innovators are putting together a whole bunch of content, and we enjoy it. And we enjoy the fact that you are here listening, watching, engaging, be a part of our community. Let's have that conversation. I'm David Washington, and this is The David Washington Show. We see you the next time.